May your trails be crooked and winding, lonesome and dangerous, leading to the most amazing view. May your mountains rise into and above the clouds. May your rivers flow without end. Hey guys, welcome to the brand new third episode of Munnar. Munnar is well known for its vast tea, coffee, and spice plantations. It is surrounded by mountains, valleys, waterfalls, and various lakes. There are a number of places of attraction in Munnar. The most important among them is the vast and lush and green tea gardens, rose gardens, various tea museums, spice gardens, dams, etc. Of which we did the spice garden, elephant ride, and few beautiful waterfalls on the previous day, right on our way to Munnar. Today we'll be visiting some offbeat points and we are on a jeep safari. So let's see where it takes us. The jeep safari will cost around 4,000 rupees, but during the peak season it goes up to 6,000. We could manage up to a price of rupees 3,500 through negotiation. So we suggest you must negotiate the price. The expected duration of the safari is around 3 to 4 hours. Yay! We are heading to our first destination amidst the forest through different spice plantations. Here, the small trees that look like almost bamboo trees are actually the cardamom trees, and the tall ones are the rubber trees. This jeep has taken us to this place. It's a very sloping area, that's why normal four-wheelers cannot come here. So the only means of coming here is through this jeep. And we are heading towards the waterfall. Let's see. We have arrived at the Chunayamakkal waterfalls, a lesser known tourist destination of Munnar. Actually, our taxi driver from Kochi recommended this place to us. It is a beautiful waterfall in a scenic location amidst the forest. That is the main waterfall. We are going towards it. So come. Chunayamakkal waterfall is on the Muthirapuza river in Pothupura village at about 10 kilometers from Munnar town. The route from Munnar involves some off-road journey, preferably in a jeep, through the forest, which itself is a thrill. This kind of experience you get only once in a while, and it is an offbeat destination among the sightseeings of Munnar. So thought we'll give it a try. It is absolutely worth the effort of having to go through the bumpy ride through the forest. So I would definitely recommend this place as a must-visit location while at Munnar. Right now I'm standing on the famous suspension bridge of Munnar. It's a popular sightseeing while in Munnar, and while we are walking, the bridge is moving. So, from the Chennayamakkal waterfalls, we have arrived at this hanging bridge, which is a 100-year-old suspension bridge in Munnar. The hanging bridge offers a picturesque view all around, surrounded by mountains, rivers, and dense forests. Moving on to our next destination, which is Ponmudi Dam. So here we go. Come. The Ponmudi Dam, which is a concrete structure built across the Paniyar River, and this Paniyar River is actually a tributary of the famous Periyar River of Munnar. Ponmudi is a concrete gravity dam built across the Paniyar River in the year 1963 as a part of hydroelectric project. Paniyar River is so beautiful. The dam built above it, that is also so beautiful. Although it's very much hot today, it's a very hot and sunny day, but while we are standing on the bridge, we are not feeling that much of heat as weather here is quite windy. Ponmudi Dam offers breathtaking views of the Western Ghats, tea plantations, and diverse flora and fauna. Visitors can enjoy trekking, hiking, and bird watching, or simply relax and soak in the picturesque surroundings. There are also some water activities here. No, we cannot have a ride on it because we are running short of time. We have to visit other places. Coming to the Eco Point, basically it's the same river which we saw from the dam, the Paniyar River, and this place, the Eco Point, is famous, as they say, because shooting of the famous movie Chennai Express was done in this place. Here we can see the Ponmudi Dam, which we visited just before. Well, so after having done with the Eco Point, now we'll be visiting a hidden gem of Munnar. Yes, recommended by the local people, we are visiting this place. So let's go. Nadukani is a beautiful hill viewpoint located very near the highway from Idukki to Mulamattam. The panoramic view of the Blue Mountains, Muvadupuzha River and the low-lying valleys will definitely amaze you. Well, from a local light, I came to know this viewpoint's name is Nadukani Viewpoint. I don't know if I'm pronouncing the right way, but its breathtaking view is just awesome. I'm so impressed by the view, the mountains, the greenery, and the whole 360-degree view is just awesome. Actually, this is the sunset point also. During the evening, we get to see the sunset from this side, and in the morning, sunrise to that side. Another attraction of this place is that it is an ideal place for forest trekking.
Yeah.
See, I'm having it.
This is the red rice and sambar and paripu curry. It's a dal curry. It's a Kerala style one. And the paripu payasam.
What? Payasam.
Payasam. And this is the beetroot khichdi and the pickle and coconut chutney and buttermilk and rasam and Korean and Korean means toran. Means toran. Yes. And this is the food curry.
What curry?
Food curry. Mixed vegetables. Thank you.
I really loved it. I thought that Kerala cuisine, how is going to turn it out? But I'm really impressed with the taste. Although it's completely new to me, I've never tasted such an original, authentic Kerala cuisine before. But I should mention that somehow I'm liking nearly all the dishes. And it's quite tasty.
Post lunch, it's the time for some sweet delicacies. As we all know, Munnar is also famous for handmade chocolates.
This shop is called Makova. Our driver took us to this place. It's famous for handmade chocolates of Kerala.
Just behind me, these are fruits of the Theobroma cacao tree. One of the world's most popular products, chocolate or cocoa, comes from the cacao beans, which are the seeds stored in the yellow fruit of the cacao tree.
So this is a cocoa fruit. In 80% this cocoa is grown in here, and we have a plantation. And inside the fruit, like seeds are there. Seeds make chocolate. One fruit is having like 20 to 30 seeds. Now 100 kilo chocolate making, we have used like 250 kilo seeds to 400 kilo chocolate. First you break the fruit, collect the seed. The seed we have fermentation 7 days. Then we drying it 7 days. Then I water roasting. It will become like a roasted meal like this. Then we remove the shell inside like cocoa nibs are there. In the roasted nibs we are grinding in a stone grinder. 8 hours, 36 degree temperature, it's grinding and grinding. Cocoa bean is having cocoa butter, powder, both in the mix. So continuously grinding. After 8 hours it will become a paste. Then we separate the paste making milk, garlic, flour. And this is a Vishnu Mills office. This is a Vishnu Mills office. We have normal Mills office. 42% of cocoa paste, 32% of milk, so 23%. This is separating the cocoa paste in the machine. Then we are adding milk, salt and sugar together. And 2 hours, after 2 hours it will become a hot chocolate. That hot chocolate we have a different shapes of mold. Then we pour on the mold for molding and keep on the fridge for freezing. And after we get a milk chocolate. And we have dark chocolate. Dark chocolate without sugar, without milk. 80% is cocoa and 20% is tea. And white chocolate is made out of cocoa butter, milk powder, milk, sugar, and white chocolate. That's all.
Right now, we are heading towards the tea museum. Munnar, as we all know, is the famous tea growing town in the Idukki district of Kerala. The elevation of the town is about 1600 meters above sea level, situated on the flat of the Kanandevi Hills. Maybe that is the reason this tea estate is known as Kanandevi Hills Plantation Museum, also popularly known as Tata Tea Museum at Munnar. The entry fee to this museum is INR rupees 75 per person for adults and rupees 35 per person for children between 6 to 12 years of age. And this opens its doors from 9 am to 5 pm on all days of the week except Monday. The Tea Museum displays the photographs, machineries and other showcases that explain the history of the flourishing tea plantation in the Idukki district. While at this place, you can witness and definitely enjoy the process of tea from when it is harvested, crushed, toned, curled and powdered to finally become a liquid drink, or perhaps our most favorite beverage. This one is the fermentation machine of the tea leaves. Fermentation, as we all know, is one of the key steps in processing the tea leaves. The fragrance of the tea leaves comes right after fermentation. Tea testing at the museum gives you an opportunity to drink freshly brewed teas from the production plant itself, and that's an amazing experience. So, as you can see, there is a huge shop with various varieties of teas, and the tourists can purchase tea powder and other souvenirs from the museum shop. It offers a wide range of varieties of different types of teas. So that marks the end of our sightseeing for today. Tomorrow we'll be checking out from Munnar for our next and final destination of this trip. Any guesses? Anyway, stay tuned for more fun and excitements in the upcoming videos. Till then, here we are signing out. Take care, stay happy and healthy. Bye.